never lie. As long as I found you. Let's to my man Godfrey have this beat to us. We'll get some of his beats. Hit us up 724-361-3109 and or hit us up on dapperlicious.com. Page is not up and running yet, but just keep that in mind. Sorry about the glitchy stage, but we'll get up and running in a minute. Just it's an early development stage for this technology stuff. But enjoy the music while we get it together. Right. Could never lie. As long as I held you. Shalom. Another presentation. Another double-licious presentation. This is your kinfolk, Omar. Who's there? How you doing today? Come to peek in behind the, who's in my rear view? The Wicked Witch. New language. What's this on screen? Okay, no problem. This is the new Wicked Witch of the black community. Matter of fact, they have Tyler Perry has a new thing where it's the single black woman. I'm not saying the woman's bad or good, if she's fat or skinny. We're not saying that. We're just saying the angry black woman, the single angry black woman. This is her. All her rubies, all her makeup, all decked out, sitting on her own toilet seat. Was seen from the wares. Our videos and all our content is public, for public use. It's not for privatization or anything like that. It's for educational purposes only. By ideas and solely expressed or biased towards anybody or anything. We do not have any enemies. Do not look for developing any enemies. We understand the truth hurts. Okay? Angry black man, angry black woman. This segment is called Monkeys and Mr. and Mrs. Clontastic. All right? And this is going to cover everybody. This nobody's left out. And I'm going to say that because I was once guilty of some of this monkey stuff too. Amen. Carl said it was the monkey talk. So let's pray this in real quick. Heavenly Father, we ask for your permission to speak to your children over this video. We ask you help us to put the presentations in its proper perspective. Help us to absorb these things according to your divine spirit and will and apply them in our lives. And to look forward, to look what is in our lives as well, what we're looking at. How can we call it? How can we not find meaning, but what is its meaning in our lives? And how we should accept some of these things and how we gravitate some of these things and what or what not to look for. So we're part of the sport company could come and ask and pray. So before me and after me, we say thank you. Say that. So we're gonna get into this thing here. So first they came out with the angry black woman. All right. And she was nice and petite and she got her little job and things like that. She didn't wear long eyelashes. She didn't get Botoxes. She didn't desire Lamborghini and none of these crazy things. And she didn't eat her children, kill her children. None of these things that happened at that time. So we're going to go into a little brief history real quick. We're going to read some things about the history of the monkey and then Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. All right, up until the present day to how we get this picture here. All right, right with us with us. And I'm a little nervous because this is my first time doing this like this. So we're going to hit it up. So we got window. So I have nothing in my window yet. So what's this here? All right. We're going to go with this window here. Okay. We're going to go with this. There's another window looking for. Window here. Going to share some things there. So what we got here? There should be another one in here too right now. That should have popped in. Hold on, get this other photo in. It's in my window. This. Share. No. That's not supposed to happen there. I should have been able to share multiple apps in my thing. Okay. We get that. We have this to share. I'm not recording anything. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on, people. You see, this telling me I'm recording, but I'm not recording anything. Except for this thing here. Okay, here it go. Alright. What we got? Okay, we got it. Okay, we got it there. Alright. We have another screen, this book here. Oh, my Google Photos. That's what's not up there. Alright. Google Photos. Here we go. Window. Share. Alrighty. Now, if I can get a P, see what's up with that. No. Alright. What's this here? Share picture. Alright, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get these things lined up. Alright. I was hoping to see if I could get these things lined up. So, we're going to start with this picture first. Alright, and see if I can expand it. Here we go. Let's see if I can expand it. No. Alright. But what I can do is slide it over to my screen. At least I know you're looking at it. At least I know you can see it. So we got that version. And we have, what's the other version at? Alright. I can find that other version. Trying to find the YouTube version. Alright, I'm going to put my YouTube version back up here. Alright, we're going to lock these in together. So, I wanted to take a look at this thing here. I wish I could have blowed it up. All right. I really wish I could have blew it up. You know what I mean? So in this photo here, all right, Dorothy is somewhere over the rainbow. And she's in this place called Kansas, right? This pale skin. Now, they already knew what the rainbow was about. You know what I mean? They knew what they was getting themselves into. But this thing here, let's see if I can play it. Check it out.
Stevie, you want to say hi?
Ride it up a little bit, type of version.
Yeah, that one's you.
No, it's Katniss Everdeen. So.
Yeah. Audible? Now, who started this in Hollywood when they had the little people in the little Hollywood thing and they're promoting these little munchkin worlds in the land of Oz? All right. Now, we're going to give it to you the original version, the Gentile version, pagan version. See, because this is all pagan worship. But the so-called black man traded his Afro-Asiatic culture for the land of Oz, the land of Wizard of Oz. We have all these little people. We're not saying they're bad or good or right or wrong. We're not saying anything bad or good or right or wrong about them. We're just talking about the society, the matrix, and the things that this thing created and how it affects Black history and Black culture. And why we call this video Monkeys, Mr. and Mrs. Clowntastic. The history edition. So now, here we have the monkeys, which I had a little pointer. Like I said, my equipment is fresh right now. As we get there, as we get better situated, we'll have better things for you to see. But I was hoping I could get this bigger. Let me see. Oh, matter of fact, I can. Right there. Now you see, right here, ladies and gentlemen, got the pale-skinned girl with her Jewish outfit. See the white and the blue. And she's running down the yellow brick road. So obviously she's some type of Jew from Kansas, running the yellow brick road. Now, mind you, she got some red ruby shoes too. So everybody, Nicki Minaj and all them is telling all our so-called black women and daughters that you ain't the shit, or you ain't a woman, or you ain't independent if you don't have red bottom shoes. And same thing, guys with the red bottom hats. Monkeys, clowns, and circus. So we look at this circus that's coming to town. And what they say? Let's see what they say. Oh, it didn't play. Oh, here it go. Check it out. Oh, see, it ain't playing. So you heard that. Something's happening right here that it's not doing what I needed to do. I wanted to try a bigger screen. Maybe this is the reason right here. So I'm going to put it back to a short version. And so we go back to this and see if we can play it again.
Because of the wonderful things.
So Dorothy's going to go see the wizard. She's not going to God. She ain't going to go see the prophets or nothing like that. She's going to go see the wizard. So let's see what happens to people who go see the wizard. Let's see. I'm going to back up for a minute. Put my glasses out. That's the problem. I ain't got my glasses out. Hold on. I knew something was wrong. Stuff was a little blurry. I'm like, man, why can't I see? All right. Here we go. Here we go. So we got that. Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz. We got that part. All right. So now we go to my photos. Wrong thing. Here they go. Okay. Photos. Hope you can see it. It'll be a bigger screen. I would pray that you would have had a big screen. Let me see. If I minimize it, if I maximize it like this, I can't do anything. Let me see. We might better do it like this. Let me see. Big. I can't. All right. So what we'll do is, okay, we'll minimize this. All right, we're going to go into these photos about the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy, and a connection to the Black Gold Road. All right, so we'll start off with this. Go see the wizard. All right, notice this hawk two-headed bird on here. All right, his chest, the same thing here. Now, what is the odds of, I got so many photos. Hope it's the same page. Anyway, so we know Dorothy has the Wicked Witch, right? And what this says is this. I'm just going to get a full view real quick. Oh, it's only a partial picture. Wow. All right. But sympathy, house falls on you. It says something about go kill somebody. All right. Minimize that. Back to the photo. Okay. Now, in this other photo, now you notice we have this cartoon here. And you notice they said about the flying monkeys, tonight's guest of honor, the Wicked Witch of the West. But now we have the Wicked Witch of the East, the so-called black woman. I am your host. And if you see it in the screen, let me see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. If you see it in the screen, all right, they're watching TV. 3 witches, right, with the lizard, the serpent, with the sun, moon, and stars on the couch, the black cat. All right, music notes. Got the flying monkey right here. Got the monkey by the flying monkeys. Tonight's guest of honor, the Wicked Witch of the West, by the flying monkeys. And you get 3 more witches, more flying monkeys, and she got her flying monkey right here. Who is the black woman's flying monkey here? Huh? Who is her flying monkeys? Who is the black woman's flying monkeys? So we proceed. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Well, we start with this. All right. With the same cup as this. And the same cup as this. Now, what blows me about this photo here, oops. As Selassie right here, kissing. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I was doing that. Here's Selassie right here, kissing this thing here. He's supposed to be the seat of the Most High, supposed to be the king of what? But what's crazy is he's the king of Ethiopia, not Nubia. Because if he was the king of Nubia, then he couldn't have this. He couldn't have this right here. Open it up for you. See, he can't do this if he's the king of Nubia. See that? Can't do this. Can't copy. If you're the king of Nubia. King of Ethiopia, yeah. And you can have all types of wizards and stuff come over and have you do certain things. Like kiss this cross. Like kissing this cross. That's cold-blooded. Now look at this. The church believer teaches and proclaim to be revealed by God. Indicate that the flute or the rite of Christian installation of adults and those joining the Catholic Church were asked to enjoy the previous faith to which they belong. Hebrew superstition, the Islamic sect of the infidel. So, Ethiopia, Hebrew, Islamic, the woman, originally Hebrew, Aramaic, rather, but it's saying for the sake of naturality. Then you get Obama, and this guy here, I forgot his name, this preacher. But the catch is this right here, where my arrow is at. You can see my arrow. This trident or pitchfork is the same as this one here. trident, or it's a pitchfork. It's the same trident right here, if you can see it. Pitchfork. The same thing behind her head, the same thing on that shield with the cross. The same thing in his hand, Satan, but with the cross. Monkeys, clowns, and circus. This is Black history. This is clowns. This is the monkey shit. Let's get back out of that. Shoot it down. All right. Where we at now? Let's get back to Dorothy. Where's she at? I think this is it right here. Nope, that ain't it. Let's get back to Dorothy. Where's she at? Dorothy. Here you go. Skip trial. Dude, there's something's wrong here. We're gonna go back, put these back in here. We'll go back and put these in here. Window. YouTube. And what's this? Photos. Cool. We'll just hit that there. Share. Okay. So, all rights reserved to YouTube and all that. All right, but we're just sharing some segments. It's all for educational purposes. So, we got here.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
So,
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Jaws.
We hope to see the wizard.
so now, people didn't know about this program here, about the Wizard of Oz. People don't know about that. When they made this was talking about white trash. This was talking about the poor white people that came over to America looking for a new life. This is about the white trash in the white man, not the elite or the oligarchy. We're talking about the white niggas, the black niggas, the red niggas, the brown niggas. That's why you have all the munchkins and all. You'll see the background when we go to the Wiz, and we're going to show you all the mixtures of cultures. See, if you notice, in the pale skin version of this, is that the pale skin had midgets, people dressed up like girls, all types of makeup on the guys, high heels, feminine. Some of them were a little monstrous, but nonetheless, the nymph, the Greek god nymph was in that. The Greek god Pan. Somehow Jesus is in there too, believe it or not. Jesus is in there, for sure. And so in this theme park, all right, the idea of Dorothy being swooped up out of Europe, the pale skinned woman, and her constituents, one didn't have a brain, one didn't have the heart, one didn't have courage, but yet she had her dog. What brings us to this? What brings us to this photo here? What brings us to this photo here? Get it up in front. What brings you to this photo here? Here we go. We'll go a little deeper than that. We'll go a little deeper than that. Yeah, we'll go a little deeper than that. Here we go. Oh, this is hard as hell. We'll go deeper than that. So, what do they have in common? Oh, it's not even in the square. Hold on. It's not even in the square. Window. There you go. It's in the square now. Now, folks, check this out. Check this out. Something just happened here. A video acting up. Oh, there you go. A PNP is not working. What's up with that? Hold up. Hold up. PNP went down. Let me see. All right. That's cool. Something happened to my picture. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. I was about to get upset a little bit. All right, here we go. Boom. Now, I don't know why I can't move it up. That's some bull crap. Let's see what's going on here. Picture. What's this? I don't know what just happened here. I can't move it. All right, we're gonna go back. Okay, he's back in there. To get back out. I have some glitches with this program for some reason. Let me see if we can try it again. In the window. Photos. Boom. All right. So now, we'll get on top of this. We should be able to move. All right. Here we go. Let me see. Put this here. Move this over here. Let's see if it moves. All right. Here we go. Now, we start with this. See the dog. See the Red Cape. Now, I came across Red Riding Hood, how the wolf was the dog people, and Red Riding Hood was the church. And the church's mother was eaten by Rome, by the dog people. That's the story that I got out of this. All right, next slide. Now here's the more evidence. Now that the dog has taken over the church and took on a human form, right? Now he goes over to the church and mixes with the church. because they have the information of the Dogons or the Doggons who worship sun, moon, and stars. That's why they have the halo of the what? Sun worship. And here go the other little people, right? Because you know this is wrong because how tall these two is over these people right here. So they see themselves as bigger than life compared to these people down here with the sun disk. So that's what I was seeing right there. All right. Now let me minimize this YouTube dip. All right, I just wanted to make a point. Then here's what you get between the dog, sun worship, the church in his red outfit, his red hair like who? Dorothy. Remember I showed you Dorothy's red hair? Red hair like Dorothy. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Red hair like Dorothy. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me go to this. We don't even get to that. You know what? We ain't even go there yet. Red hair like Dorothy. And she come to see the wizard, but he's the wizard, the dog man, the Gentile Christ, Jesus, the one who descended into hell, who had the dove ritual. Let's go to that. Let's see if I can find that dove ritual real quick. But we'll show you some more dog pictures, so you see that there's a history with this. And so the dog, from the history of who? Egypt. See, Anubis. We got that. I'm going to delete this. Move the trash. All right. Other histories. I'll move the trash too. I'm not too keen of that. I'm always taking a bunch of snaps a day. The newest. All right. And so there's countless stories that we got from other people's YouTube page that was confirming some of the things we were talking about, and for them to actually have access to the books and information. So it was more, as I'm looking at the history of these things, of why Snow White, see, the Wolf Man, the Dog Man, right? Little Red Riding Hood. See, the church was little at the time. It had no protection, so she had to make a deal with who? The wolf. All right? This is going to blow your mind when I get done. It's going to blow your mind. The wolf. All right. We see some more wolf episodes, more writings. All right. Oh, in fact, let me see. See if I can crop. Got it. Cool, enhance, filter, markup. I want to try to write filters, adjust, adjustments, markup. There we go. Highlighter. I think we can use this. Right here. Nope, can't use that. Nope, can't use that. here is a wolf. All right, there we go. I can see. Okay, it's barking. That's a wolf hanging from a tree. All right. Let's come up out of that. Cancel. All right. So that's a wolf hanging from a tree. Now, what was the odds of this man, wolf, all right, in his outfit, talking to what? See the eagle, Rome, with a lightning bolt of Zeus in his mouth? What that is, I don't know. It broke off something. Maybe a snake, it looked like a forked tongue right there. So it bit off the tongue of a snake. And so after he came from seeing the snake, after the eagle came from seeing the snake, he come over here to what? Rome, the savior of Rome. When I could see the halo around his head, the sun worship. All right, the wild man. See, there was this changing form, but then when he came like this, and he's like, they got into a dispute. Like, look, us two together, we attack you. All right, we'll attack you, man. And so the church was the road. Rome is the warrior or Mercury, war, the eagle. And here is the wild man in his human form. All right. So let's go to the next one. How we know this? Because we have him doing this in their pictures. Dog man right here. See around a pointer. Priest, I guess. But he has a crown on his head. So it's somebody of a high stature. So we go back to more of the same. All right, some of these I got doubles. But you'll see the history, you can see. Where did this come from? Some of these videos, some of these things y'all never saw, I was able to show you. This is real stone. Red Riding Hood. Remember Red Riding Hood? Let me find you another one. Let's try this. The worship of Babylon. The worship of Babylon. See when the dogs came to worship? Now hold that thought. Hold that thought. See that? Hold that thought. Ooh, where can I go? Where can I go? Hold on. Ah, I know exactly where to go now. Perfect. and read something to you. So here's Wikipedia confirming Wild Man. All right. So here, Wild Man, Walt Woods, Wood Woes, Woody Woes. What's up, Woody? Figure that appears in medieval year comparable to the satyr or faun. Now, keep in mind this word here, satyr, faun, woodlands. All right? Keep in mind that. Hold up. Okay. Check this out. But first, I'm going to show you the Wild Man. All right? The Dog Man. Now, notice here, satyrs, fawns, right? Right? For some reason, my screen is not letting me get my things. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Open up this Bible here. That's the Lord's books. Oh, here we go. Let's see if it'll open up. What's going on with it? Okay, here we go. Something's happening with my servers, probably. Wait. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on here. So you get the photos. Wait for this to boot up. So now, showing you the comparison between these two things here. All right, what we got here? All right, my fault. I was going through something real quick, and for some reason it was blocking me or the Bible search. There's a glitch going on somehow. Okay. It's trying to get me to do all this extra stuff. No. I don't want to play nothing. Get me out of that. All right. Oh my goodness, this is getting ugly. All right. Let me find this scripture real quick. Something's going on here. You know what? Okay, here we go. Shit. Things glitching really bad. Yeah, it's glitching. All right, let me get out of that. All right, we're going to stick to it like this. All right, we got that photo. So we go ahead and hit this is what I was getting to. Now, the Moors, when they got with the wild man, right, this is what happened. Now we copy the lifestyle. Now we've chose to this. All right. Let me switch this over real quick. Window. All right. Yeah, it's right here. What's this? Let me make this a bigger picture. Bear with me. I'm learning this new thing here. So, see the guy dressed up in his green girly makeup? Got him, Common. You got her. See this pale skin wizard thing? This witch hunt. See, these are the witches. These are the warlocks. And this is the one that's between the witch and the warlock. See that stripe? The serpent. Let's go back down. So let's find another flick. So what do we have here to copy off the pale skin? The dog people. Because that's why Dorothy has her dog. So now let's find when I say anything bad about the crew, when I say anything bad or good about them. Now here's the difference between the Wiz and the Wizard of Oz. You know, in the pale skin version, it had a city, right? And it had a city too, Wizard of Oz, the city of emeralds. Now the city of God of Most High, but city of emeralds, where the wizards stay at, the magic. You see all the stars? Michael Jackson's star, Diana Ross the star. This guy right here is a star. We got their names. So we got the entertainer Michael Jackson, who is the scarecrow. He ain't got no heart. He's all timid. He's dark. But later on, he decides to bleach his face, pale skin, like the real scarecrow in Wizard of Oz. Diana Ross, prior to her demise, She followed and lived just like Dorothy, with the white red-bottom shoes, ran up and down the yellow brick road, had all sorts of fun. And so, who is the new Dorothy of the 20th century, 21, 22? You got this guy. A man, you remember, she wanted to go home. She had some shoes too. I forgot what kind of shoes she had, but she had her dog Toto. You know, the black woman and her pets, the white woman and her pets. Don't have no care for the so-called black man in his natural state, but she got that dog. But they made sure that the scarecrow had no heart. This so-called black man had no courage. And this tin man, no, he had no brain. The scarecrow had no brain. Yeah, this nigga had no brain. This nigga had no heart. No courage. And he had no heart. But somehow she had the desire just to go home with her and her dog. With a nigga with no brain, courage, and heart. Now, when you look at this picture, let me blow this up. Let me see if I can blow this up. Yeah. So when you look at this picture in its entirety, and you say, okay, the original scarecrow was a pale-skinned man who was middle-class pale skin in Kansas, who had a farm. But this scarecrow who was on the farm, this guy, this with no courage, is another representation of the pale-skinned man who had courage in Kansas, middle class, who was above the so-called black man who had slaves and blah, 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 and fought for his country and made sure they had a picnic or pick a nigga up and killed niggas. The Tin Man, the original version, the pale skin, he really had no heart. He was built like he was made of, like he was made of steel, but it was really made of tin and had no heart. And so he was the one that would set you up with a white girl and trap you, and then have no courage and no brains, bring you to the pale skin woman, because they do this to this very day. The so-called black man and black woman don't have no brain. Here's the fun part. We're about to get to it. So we got that connection. All right. Now, with that in tow, we got the proof of the dog in tow, the wild man. If you don't believe me, here I go right here. Wikipedia, wild man. All right. And so, see, we can scroll down. No, okay. So we'll go back. All right. So the wild man. Let's define who these wild men is real quick before we go further. All right. More wild men in the fur. All right, let's blow that up. Robot men in the fur. We got that. All right. The normal Middle English term also used to the present day was woodwoos, woes, also spelled woody house or woodwas. Understood perhaps a variously singular plural. Woodwas occurs in Sir Gawain and Green Knight. All right, so we got that part. Here's where it gets interesting. Wood unattested, but it would have been either wood or wasa or wood wasa. The first element is usually explained from voodoo, wood, okay, or forest. All right, that's why they like the forest and stuff like that. all that hunting and eating meat. All right. The second element is less clear. It has been identified as a hypothetical noun, being, from the verb wusa, to be or to be alive. It might totally mean a forlorn, abandoned person, cognate with German Weiss or Dutch Weiss, which both means orphan. So the dog man is a wild man is an orphan of the dog. He's an orphan of something. He's an orphan, and so he has to create his what? His own way of life by mixing seeds. And so you see the wild man with his fur. All right, it's about to get real interesting. What's the particle for? Now this is what they call them. All right, you got the furry women, wild man, and wild women feeding the queen. So Queen Elizabeth knows about this. All right, and so do her other pale skinned subjects. All right, they know about the beast and the dog man, Anubis people, Egypt, i.e., speaking of which, the figure similar to European wild man occur worldwide. Let's highlight that. I don't know why I didn't do it, but all right, it's cool. But it mentions Mesopotamia Epic Gilgamesh. It says description of the Nebuchadnezzar II, the book of Daniel, greatly influenced medieval European concepts. All right. So the book of Daniel inspired these people. All right. So that right there says that they got their information from the Hebrew Muslim in our culture. All right. That's why they could change Hosea into Joshua with no problem. That's why they could tell you Jesus is God with no problem. They could tell you to worship the dog and give the dog some right and no problem. Now, check this out. Hear it real closely. Remember this. Distorted accounts of apes may have contributed to both the ancient medieval concept of the wild man. Hold on. See that? Check this out. What did this say? Read this. Distorted accounts of apes may have contributed to both the ancient and medieval concepts of the wild man. In its natural history, Pliny the Elder describes a race of Sylvestres, or Sylvesters alone, or Sylvestris, wild creatures in India who had humanoid bodies but a coat of fur, fangs, and no capacity to speak. See what I'm saying? So they couldn't even speak to God, the Most High. The Most High is not even in them. So now, a description that fits Gibeons indigenous to the area, the ancient Carthaginian explorer Hanno the Navigator, Florus 500 BC, reported an encounter with a tribe of savage men and hairy women in what may have been Sierra Leone. The interpreters called them gorillae, a story which may later originate the name of the gorilla species and could it indeed have related to the great ape. Similarly to the Greek historian Agatharchides described what may have been chimpanzees that the tribes were agile, promiscuous seed eaters, and wood eaters living in. So, ape and dog man. Remember this. Let me get something for you. Photos. Let me minimize this. Okay. All right. Check that dot. Apes and dogs. It's going to blow your mind. Book of Jasher. It's going to blow your mind. You see the lion man? This is called transgender. They transformed the black man. They transformed the white man into a chess piece or chess game. And this is who did this. Let's make it bigger. Now, remember the ape man? Matter of fact, I'm going to read it and put them both in the same screen. And the Lord smote the three divisions that were there, and he punished them according to their works and designs. Those who said we will ascend to heaven and serve our gods became like apes. See? Anyway, they became like apes, elephants, and those who said we will smite the heavens with arrows, the Lord killed them. So what they did, they turned one man against the other man and his neighbor. So they made them infight, like the black community is infighting. And the third division of those who said we will ascend to heaven and fight against them, the Lord scattered throughout the earth. That sounds like Israel. But for the most part, they said, we will ascend to heaven and serve our gods. Let's minimize this. Right here. We will serve our gods. At the top of the city. And we'll sit on top of the world and chase the what? The yellow brick or the gold. Chase everything but the Most High. Black woman, black man, Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. We're going to take it even deeper. You ready? Let's get it. We're going to take it even deeper. Let's get it. I'm starting to get the hang of this. All right? We're starting to get the hang of this. Hold up. There's definitely going to be a part two. Definitely going to be a part two. Because I might not be able to upload this to YouTube. So now, we have the dog, right? All right, here we go. Let's get this back up. And get him back into the thick of things. So now, all right, I can't move now. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll minimize him. All right. We'll still the way we can make it bigger. But, all right. I pray that y'all can see this if you made your screen bigger to read this. But I'm going to read it to you. Let's see if I can open it up some more. Here we go. All right, let's get into it. Before. All right. Okay. Now this photo, you can clearly see. Okay, here we go. You can clearly see the dog man in ivory. Just meditate on that on this picture real quick. Meditate on that. Let me see if I can give her a hug. Let me see. How does it work? Hey, shorty, come here. Come here. clear it off the screen. Something I don't know. So now, you see this Christian knight stabbing the guy in the mouth that was talked about in the scripture. Book of Jasher. All right. So let's go find that. So we find that chapter. All right. So now we know that they're telling the truth. It's in Ivory, the dog man. All right, so we can't deny that. This is classic church and dogman religion. All right. Church and dogman religion. This is the agreement. This is the big secret. All right. So now we know this. Let's get back to the history. Now, here's what they said. Oh, I want to do that. All right, where we at with this? All right. All right. All right. We still in here. We still in here. So in this screen here, we have the ape animal thing. So we have the proof of the ape man, because it said it right here. Let's see. It said it right here. Or the dog. All right. So any rate, they was associated with dogs and apes, as is told right here in the scriptures or the ancient writings. All right. What type of beings is these things? Now check out what they say. Now hold that thought. Where we at? Okay. Photos. Google Photos. Here we go. All right. We got that. Oh, no. You minimizing. Downloads. Images. We don't need that no more. I'm gonna go to that. We don't need that no more. We'll go back to that. I'm already in the photos. Let's get back to that. I'm already in photos. So, We know this word theophoric, where they created their own gods, right? So, theophoric, right? In this word theophoric, oh, that's the wrong page, wrong picture. Now, theophoric, meaning to bearing name of a god. So if you're a dog, man, that means you had no need for a god. They didn't even know what God was. They worshiped some other stuff called pagans. All right, so we get that. So this is the actual definition in Oxford Languages. It's in their own language. So now, when they worship the sun, moon, and stars, and so now, what's the difference from that and, hold on. Oh, what's the difference from this? Now, what they say? Let me show you what they said. Some of the early evidence of wild tradition appears in the above-mentioned 19th to 10th century Spanish Pretinios. This is Spanish, right? The book likely based on earlier Frankish source describes the dance of Jesus, right? Participate done with the guise of figures Orcus, Maya, and Pila. Describes a minor penance. For those participating, there was a plenty rich resurgence of older pagan custom. The later German glossary name related to Orcus was associated with the wild man through the Middle Ages, indicating that this dance was an early version of the wild man festivity celebrated through the Middle Ages, surviving in parts of Europe through modern times. Orcus. Now this is what we do here with that, right? So let's go and find out what is Orcus. What is Orcus for festivities?
Here's the definition of festivity: the celebration of something in a joyful and exuberant way.
Orcus festivities. Okay, Orcus events, Orcus celebration, Orcus events, Critical Role Wiki, Orcus celebration. So the best thing I can do is go to Orcus images. And so I can show you, which I can't. So I'm going to read to you what Orcus is. All right. Here's the demon Orcus for you. Shit. You know what? I got something better. We'll go finish that. So we see the connection with this, right? Wild men. And this right here, right? So we see the connection with that, with this. Orcus, wild man, and the dog. The wild man is the dog, Orcus. What do Orcus do? How did Christianity become so bloodthirsty? How did Christianity become so bestial? How did the system become a beast system? This is called Orcus, the Orcus system, the beast system. The beast is Orcus. All right, let's find out. Minimize that. So we'll go back up here. We'll come out to Oz. All right. Who is Orcus? Now, we're going to find out what Orcus is. You see that picture before blanked out, I think. So, in this piece, we have Orcus. We have the history from the Wikipedia. I don't know what just happened here. Try this again. Window. Share. All right. Share here. Duck. Put it back up. Okay. So, the gang is all here now. Let me fix this. Go back to my PP. All right. So, the gang is all here now. All right. We all here. So, we have Orcus. Oh, let me get this right first. So we have Orcus here. All right. This is got Orcus. All right. Matter of fact, we'll click it. Fuck. Orcus religion. See the wolf, see the wild man at the bottom? Right here at the bottom. See wild man? Orcus. And up under the church, see when you get them catacombs and all them dead bodies, that's these bones here, I believe. These bones of the inbred of their children, thousands of generations up under the church. I believe that's what that represents. Don't quote me on it, but I believe that's what it represents. You see the halo, which is sun disk worshiping the sun god. And you have the dove worship. I'll tell you about that in a minute. All right. And so you have the blue and the red. The crown of the king only got this is red, and they're giving that right there to the blue and the red. You go to sun disk, and here goes that dove worship. And so now we have, what is this side? Minimize. Who's this? All right, so now we got that through Orcus. Let me get this back up here. What was that? Wikipedia. All right. So we got that, Orcus. And what did they say about him? That's what I'm trying to find. Covering the entire body except their hands, faces, both the long beards, breasts, chins, females. But there was something they said about them. A human shape with both hands and face and feet, but the entire body was covered with hair. All right. whether it was man or some other animal, okay? Celtic mythology. There's a writing where it called them something crazy too. Where is it at? She, the beast with the woman. That's where you get your unicorns at. Mixing. It says, look, attractive women, look, an attractive woman, 7 lady boots. Look, sacrifice children, drink the blood, seduces men. There are similarities between East Slavic reports and wild people and book legends about the Divi people's unusual people from the medieval novel Alexandria. So the drinking of Jesus' blood, the eating of his flesh, is from the beast system. All right, one-eyed cannibals. It talks about the Kafirs living overseas. All right, one-eyed cannibals. So that's one of the curses. Where else we got? See, they got the pictures of them. So you notice in a wild man holding a shield with a hair and a shield with Moor's head. The wild man holds 2 parallel shields center project to growing the figure. So the Moors, what do the Moors have to do with wild men? When they say we civilize and create these things through Dr. Yaqub and all this, they're guilty of it. Monkeys, clowns, that the third. So we get the history. All right. Let's minimize that. Let's go into what his name is. Oh, that's what we call it. All right. So who's Ocarus? Let's go to his images. His images don't look too friendly, Pippin. See, look at the images of Ocarus. Who is he though? What is he? Okay, we'll do this. We're going to go, what is Ocarus called? So what is Ocarus the cult of? Ocarus was the god of the underworld, punisher of broken oaths, and Etruscan and Roman mythology. So what does America do? Do she not break her oaths? Is she not an oath breaker? Yeah, I'll take care of you. Just sign your country over to me, and we'll look out. And she breaks her contracts. Ocarus. This is what it does, family. This is what your religion is. Let me go back. Let's see if I can blow this up for you. Ocarus. Ocarus was a god of the underworld, punisher of broken oaths, and Etruscan and Roman mythology as with Hades. The name of the god was also used for the underworld itself. In later tradition, he was conflated with despair. A temple to Ocarus may once have existed on the Palatine Hill, Rome. It's likely that he was transliterated from the Greek daemon, Orcos. All right. So let's go back. I might have said something wrong here. He was god of the underworld, punisher of broken oaths. Ocaros. Okay, where else we got him? Who's his religion? Let's see what this says. Ocaros, Roman god, Roman church. Now remember, the dog people did this, right? We showed you that the dog peeped this. So remember, they didn't have a language. So he doesn't hang around waiting until your time is up. He will come and fetch you, kicking and struggling, if he has received instructions from the boss. You may have a right to appeal. It depends if the lawyer is where he belongs. Awesome underworld god. Okay, Ocarus. Now here it says, Ocarus facts and figures. Name Ocarus. Pronunciation coming soon. Alternative name, male god, celebrated festival, unknown present role. In charge of the underworld, present. So, if Jesus is coming, this must be Ocarus. So, basically what you're saying is, don't quote me on this, family. That Ocarus is coming soon. The return of Ocarus. So, the return of Ocarus. The dog people, Anubis, god of the underworld. That's Ocarus. Anubis. Okay, got that connection. 132 ain't doing bad. So we got Ocarus doing what? Pronunciation, name. Pronunciation means coming soon. Underworld. We got that. Now, let's get some more Ocarus on this. What's going on here? So with Ocarus, let me see if I can rotate this. So, this is right. So Ocarus is coming soon because Ocarus is made of God in the image of man, which is the image of his creator. See, because they started out with this, the dog man or lion, the bird man or the horse, they all worship the sun, moon, and stars, and you see the path this way, the path this way, and between these two paths, he stands alone as the Greeks, unlike the Egyptians, made their gods in their own image. What image is that? Right? What image is that? The image of their coming soon God, Horus, the Oathbreaker. All right, so let's go back to more photos. So let's get to this clown thing then, right? Because this is what brings us the photo right here. Like this off somebody. The alien said, look, man, they seen what? The false Christ, the beast on a totem pole. This is a marker to all who enter this area, the beast system here. They got the beast man, the word, their savior, and they have the wood because that's the part of their worship is the wood. They worship wood. All right. And so they have their beast man and their wood or their Hollywood is their Hollywood, the cross, Hollywood. And they got the beast man on the what? Holy wood, sacrifices itself for sins of his what? Of his people. Or his man, his kind. Right now, when we see you all the way down here, we're gonna go a long ride. That's what brought you. We're gonna stay focused. All right, now we're gonna get to the clown part. All right, now we stick to the history of the clown. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. Now, let's get a look at this. I don't know what just happened with that. Something wrong here. All right. Something wrong here. So we got Ocarus back up here. All right. We got Ocarus back up here. All right, so we see what he does. All right, let's see what more he does. So that's this creature here, Ocarus. All right, so we know what he hit for. Now if I can get back to the page. Oh, here we go. So this Ocarus, so let's look at the attributes of Ocarus. Let's look at his attributes. All right. See, by the gods. See what they do. They paid the gods. They paid as if they were gods. Okay, so here's Ocarus. Let's see what they get here. Let's see if we can brighten this up a little bit. Shit. I don't see if I can big up this picture real quick. All right, so Ocarus, can't see that. You can't do that. That ain't gonna work. Let's see. Okay. Tablet version. What's going on with that? Damn, I can't find the light. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the world. No, we don't. We cool. All right, no thanks. All right. So we just want to get a quick cap on who this Ocarus guy is and who related to. So, Ocarus, underworld, Ukraine's Roman mythology. Ocarus was an intimidating fellow, punisher of broken oaths. All right, maybe to their people, but not to their enemies. So if you're a black man, that doesn't apply to you. Almost totally scary looking and is usually depicted as a hairy, Esau or Edom, or those hairy people, dogs or apes. Known as Discordia, her counterpart was quite fittingly Harmonia, song like the idea of pain, unprecedented ruins in the family, so it must have been a surprise to Eris that her son turned out to be a bit of a tightwad, tyrannical demon. All right. Many pantheons was a transient adopting different deities from different cultures. So Christianity, all in itself, it says this Pater, not Peter, but this Pater. So this Pater is the rock of the church. All right, not Peter Simon, but the other this Pater is rock of the church. And early Chthonic deity was subsumed by the Pluto. Through Pluto and Orcus seem to feature Roman culture simultaneously, the deities serve different circles and with different areas of focus. So, Mark from Orc or Orcus, you probably know that Orc or Orcus, you are right on the money. Orcus was conflated with the affirmation chthonic deities, refer more specifically to the evil and punishing side of the underworld, which bridges nicely into demons. His name came to be used for many number of demons, and is widely believed the French Orgre was derived from the Hell himself. Tolkien derived Orc from Anglo-Saxon, and which it meant simply demon. For his fantasy works through personally believe boom, boom, boom. So, who is Jesus? Now we're going to end this with the black version of The Wizard of Oz. All right. YouTube. That's shit. Oh, so I'm doing a video. Sorry about that, family. All right, let me get this last piece in here with Oz. We're going to close this out. We've been on here for an hour and 40-something minutes. All right, so we got duck in the share. All right, we got duck in the share. We got duck in the share. All right, we need. Oh man, I'm losing it. Oh, YouTube in the share. We're seeing. Hold on, I'm doing the video. Shit, I can't finally get there. That's not what I want. I'll get all that, please. I'll get all that. I just know the time went so fast.
You didn't?
No,
Why?
because I'm finishing all these slides. Yeah, all right.
You took back on that video for that. What was the snatch and grab thing going on?
Will you quit?
Huh?
All right. Oz movie witch scene. Okay. Almost done. Just trying to find the Oz. Here we go. I found it. Here we go. So we got this one scene. All right. Let me get you in this real quick.
It is.
I'll put this here.
Oh, you calling me Wicked Witch?
All right. So let me put my picture in. Right now, let's drop this in here. So the witch is dead. You notice the pale skin. See, they're going around in circles. They're dizzy. See their pale skin waves. See her Jew outfit, red hair like they're Jesus. The munchkins. See the wizardry and all that. So this is the dog land. This is their Christianity. This is their building. Look at the buildings. All right. So we're going to stop that. All right, we'll stop that. I'm going to go to this. Now, the connection with that and this. Now, pay close attention to this of the black version and the pale skin version of the chessboard, the black and white people, the black and white rules, and these things that separates how the Most had to separate us by certain means. This is just big ups to anybody. You know, you see how they got our people. See with the long big nose. You see that? That's a symbolism right there. See, they're supposed to be the scarecrows, but the big nose means something. So when you look at this, all right. All right. When you look at that, we're gonna get this here. All right, we showed you that. All right, we showed you that. All right. We'll just go to the pictures. We'll just go to the pictures. What the hell? Hold on, folks. Just give me a hot minute. Right here. Let's get back to this. Now the green represents the serpent. All right, look in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. We'll just go ahead and put it up here. The green represents the serpent. Look at here, right? All right, look at that. And we're gonna get some more photos. We'll look at some more photos. Trying to find showing some of those characters in it. Magic. So while you look at that, see the pale skin? You see what's behind my screen? All right, magic. White magic, black magic. White magic, black magic. Same magic. So let's go ahead and try to close this out with this YouTube clip. Now notice the difference of the roles they play. See, they're playing like the pale skin, but the artistic part of it, of the copying of the lifestyle that the so-called black men and black women under Circuses, Jesus, Moneta, Capital, and all these gods. And so, see that? Pause. She in her big chair. She in her big chair. I wonder if I could play it for a hot second, just so a little bit longer. But well, we'll just listen to the song while that's there. Let's see the black one. So with that, what happened? Let's go to put it back on there. We're gonna close this out, get that out, and we're gonna listen to with the black woman of the Oz and white skin version and the black man's version, and they're both going down a little big road chasing this wizard and like Most High, and you're all dreaming for this yellow brick road from this wizard, and now you get the coronavirus from the wizard, from the serpent dude. So let's go ahead, here's this outro, and see what goes. Let it do what it do. What just happened? Oh, we're back. Okay. She said again. Oh, what is going on here? Let's try it again. All right, here we go. Uh-huh. What's he say? Let's go ahead. Now put that together. Total different song. Total different message. Part 2, gonna have the flying monkeys, literally. Kim Folk, Omar is there from Appalachia.com. We're looking at part 2 of the monkey, Mr. and Mrs. Clowntastic, in the tent of Circus. Till next time, take care of each other. Try to say some kind words. Go to the Most High, because we all in trouble. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful chance to do this video. This is our first one working doing it like this. That you would bless it and help us to stay vigilant with it, help us to stay strong in it. We ask for the supporters. We ask that we do glorify you by the power of the Spirit of God. To power we say thank you. Selah.